Hey everybody, Tyler Harrah here, and this is the commentary for Drowning. This is my first original short film, the first one I'd ever written. It took me like 20 pages worth of beginnings to other things before I actually came up with this short, and when I did, it was on a Saturday morning. It was super hot. I was in my underwear. I was getting really mad at myself that I couldn't just write a movie, and then it just appeared fully formed in my head. The muse descended, the Holy Spirit, what have you, and I let it out of my brain and onto the page. And here it is. Yeah, I'm happy with the way this film turned out. For sure. I went through the whole spectrum of emotions on this short. I was excited about it, and then, there are, like, the mellow spots, and then there came a point where I absolutely hated this short, and then the mailbox is open, and then I released it and had it finished, and I was like, wow, I love it now. So, yeah. I don't know, everybody goes through that with their art, every filmmaker will go through the point where they hate something or another. And there's Brett Smart as Death, or however you wish to interpret it. Really though, my intent when I wrote this was the door represents suicide, waiting behind that door is death. It's this long hallway with doors off to the sides, like it's life. Those are all the different choices, all the different doors, but they're all shut. And he has tunnel vision. The one solution he can see is this door at the end of the hallway, and that is suicide. And, here we see he has a crappy life. It's funny because Natalia is nothing like that in real life. This film it really is a personal tale, for sure. Now, of course, that's not to say this is all 100%, true by any stretch of the imagination. That's the beauty of film, is you can exaggerate, you can embellish, and you can change what you will, so it's not like this is 100% like my life, but this was definitely inspired by my middle school experience, and there are definitely some things in here that are very much real. A note on the eye makeup there is in the sense that the eyes are the windows to the soul. That's highly representative of his soul. His character, he has obviously seen some very hard times. Note right there, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 on the Wii with the GoldenEye Classic controller. But yeah, eyes are windows to the soul. And I told my makeup artist I wanted it to be a cross between when you cry and your makeup smears and getting stabbed in the eye and having blood run down your face. So that right there is telling of both kinds of scars that he's had in his life. 500 Days of Summer, that movie, when I saw it, it definitely had a profound effect on me, so that movie was very real, but this was not. I never cried like this while watching this movie. Right there, actually, I mean, I'm an actor, so I can definitely get into that dark headspace and force myself to cry. But right there, just to help me along, I'm actually watching a scene from Up, where they fall in love and then she's infertile and then she dies. That 10-minute bit from the beginning of Up. That's what I'm watching. Okay, right here, it's he's opened the door, suicide. He's like made the choice. He's like, okay, tonight I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill myself. See right there. He's sitting at the table. He's like, yep, tonight's tonight. I'm going to do it. And right there, that's the first time when he looked up that's the first time he's ever looked into the eyes of death. All the other times he's acted like he wasn't there, but the shadow's been following him. And then, wait, who is this? Oh, goodness. Natalie was a godsend. She was a dream to work with. I was directing a play at this time. It was the female version of Neil Simon's The Odd Couple. And Natalie was a part of my cast. She played Sylvie. And, we do rehearsal, I was like, wow, she's really good. And living in the small conservative town that I do, asking someone to be in your movie, like, and to to kiss somebody was I might as well have been shooting hardcore porn. Yeah, no, everybody treated it like it was so scandalous. But with Natalie though, like, I mean, yeah, I had to run the gauntlet. You know, there's the series of questions. You know, and it's like, oh, it's a very dark film. Oh, I'm okay with that. Well, you'll have to wear fishnet stockings. I wear those school dances. Well, you're gonna need to wear face paint. It's very gothic. Oh, okay, I can do that. Well, no, you'll have to kiss somebody. Are you comfortable with that? Yeah, sure. And that was it. That was how she got cast. Converse. I wasn't sure what I wanted the character to wear, and but she was just like, "Can I wear my Converse?" I was like, "Okay." So I don't know. It adds a feel to it. I'm just glad I didn't try to make her run in heels. Okay, right there, I've nicknamed that shot the Tim Burton shot because of the arching tree. By the way, these running through the forest shots and that one there, the Terrence Malick shot, you know, slow motion nature, those weren't in the original script, and I actually didn't get to those later. Okay, right here, the glasses represent a new perspective. He has a new outlook on life. But yeah, no, I didn't get to those running through the woods shots until later. It was when I was editing the film that I got around to those, and I'm so glad I did. You know, the supplementary, like the nature shots and the running, like it just really added to the film. This right here, I nicknamed it the Wes Anderson shot, you know, because the slow motion wonking. I never made, with all these shots I've given nicknames, you know, I never, when I was making them, was like, oh yeah, I'll do this because that's how Wes Anderson would do it. I just made my movie, did it the way I wanted to, and then, that was how, and then I, you know, when I edited it, when I saw the final cut, I was like, oh, that kind of looks like this. That right there is pretty Wes Anderson. This finale, this is actually the second time we shot it. We had to go back and reshoot, pacing was off. And this ended up turning out much better. Okay, right there, using the eyes, you know, that's the eye makeup. That wasn't originally in the script. I had actually written in fangs, like vampire teeth, but honestly, that didn't happen because the day we went to go shoot, I hadn't procured any vampire teeth. Like, I hadn't, you know, done anything with a dentist. So that was my fault. And right there, you know, it's like she's afraid to love him fully and to open up to him because she's, you know, seen these hard things. But he's like, it's okay. I've seen them too. The cast of The Odd Couple, when I showed him that, they're all a few years younger than I am. And we showed that to him, and they were all, ew. I don't know, it's pretty funny. And the overlaying with the swirling of the trees, that's, I call that the Peter Jackson, like when Frodo's in Rivendell getting healed by the elves. And, yeah, so that was Drowning. Have some Pier Paolo Pasolini credits here, the black text on white. Yeah. So the whole thing was just meant to be kind of a feel-good tale. Like, yeah, it's sad, but, you know, it ends happy and, like, yeah. Now, that's not to say that that's how it happened in real life. I definitely didn't have some girl come along that I fell in love with that, you know, saved me or anything. I don't know. That was a lie. Special thanks to Francis Ford Coppola. The night before I wrote the short, I watched Twixt, and I think having that in my subconscious helped me to write this short. I don't know. And thanks to, you know, Chris, Tim, and Miss Brent, you know, my mentors there. Their advice was absolutely pivotal in the making of this film. And, yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody.